Hi, Chris Rossetti here from D9and10sports.com. I wanted to take a second to tell you about one of the best restaurants in all of Western Pennsylvania, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA. With indoor and outdoor dining, you can enjoy prime rib all weekend long, or perhaps it is their full wings served on Thursday wing nights that you're after. From celebrating a special occasion to hanging out with family and friends, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg is the place to be. As they like to say, you come for the food and you stay for the view. Reserve your table today at AlleghenyGrill.com. Are you looking for a great place to relax and enjoy the fresh mountain air of the Susquehannock State Forest in the Allegheny Mountains? Then the Potter County Campground is the place for you. Your outdoor adventure starts at the Potter County Campground with family and friends. The Potter County Campground can accommodate all your camping needs. Whether you camp in a tent, RV, or one of their camping cabins, they have a camping experience for you. Open year-round, the 44-acre Potter County Campground is located in the heart of Potter County, God's country. Check them out online at pottercountycamping.com.
Throughout West Central Pennsylvania, people are losing their glasses. Well, they haven't really lost them. They just don't need them anymore. Thanks to the amazing LASIK surgeons at Laurel Eye Clinic. Using state-of-the-art bladeless LASIK technology, these board-certified surgeons offer better vision for you and your family. With 10 convenient locations, there's bound to be one nearby. Isn't it time that you lost your glasses? Call Laurel Eye Clinic or visit laureleye.com and schedule your free consultation.
Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front nine, coupled with a back nine situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com. Located across the street from the Clarion Hospital, Clarion Rehabilitation Services Incorporated offers a variety of therapies to get you back in the game, including physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, and now aquatic therapy at the Clarion County YMCA. Clarion Rehab's CHAMP program provides a sports medicine option to local athletes as well, including providing certified athletic trainers to Keystone, Clarion, Clarion Limestone, and North Clarion, as well as a full-time ATC at its Clarion location. To find out more, go to clarionrehab.com or call them at 814-226-1356. Need plumbing, heating, or air conditioning services in Western PA? Then call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Clarion today at 814-226-8695. At Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, we believe that a service-oriented business like ours should give you quality care and a quick response time. That's why we stand on our promise, offering you reliable 24-hour service that gets your job done right when you need it. We can also be found on the web at lutonsplumbing.com. Again, that number is 814-226-8695. With locations in Shippenville and Tonesta, Tonesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tonesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tonestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School Basketball on D9and10sports.com. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, where you come for the food and stay for the view. Takeout is always available. Call today to place an order or buy a gift card, 724-659-5701. AlleghenyGrill.com. They are currently hiring as well, so if you're interested in a job at the Allegheny Grill, give them a call, 724-659-5701. We're here at Brookville, looking forward to this one. It is an out-of-state matchup. Vision Academy out of Brooklyn, New York is here to meet the 16-1 Brookville Raiders. And this is an elite basketball team, Dave, that we're going to see tonight. They have players from all over the country, a couple guys from Chicago, a couple guys from Connecticut, some guys from the New York City area, and really looking forward to this one.
Yeah, I think if some of the players around here think that they have a long trip when they have to make an hour trip for a league game, have no idea what these guys face on a regular basis. Talked to a couple of them before warm-ups here. They left at 1 o'clock from Brooklyn today. Come out of the bus, and they're ready to go. So I'm excited. I think a lot of people in this gym are excited. Not exactly sure what they're going to see, but we're definitely going to see some really good basketball tonight.
Yeah, we'll have a chance to listen to their head coach, Howard Russell, here in a few moments on our George Pry coaches interview. He'll give you a little bit of an idea of what to expect from this team and
and where they're coming from, and how they even found out about Brookville and why they wanted to play the Raiders. So we'll have that here in a couple of minutes. But before we get to that, let's take a look at this Brookville team a little bit, Dave. 16-1, the only loss to Du Bois in a slugfest over there a couple Saturdays ago that we did. But this is a Brookville team that's pretty good.
Yeah, and I tell you, the last couple of weeks, they have been involved in some really good basketball games. We called the one over in Du Bois that went down to the wire earlier this week. They had an overtime game up at El County. And for Coach Park, I think those are the type of games you want at this time of the year. And I was talking to one of their assistants, Ben Pete, before the game as well tonight. And he said, this is what you want to gauge yourself against. You want to see your team playing these type of games when you're heading into the middle of February, when for them they're getting ready to play for the District 9 championship, they're getting ready for the district playoffs, and then the state playoffs. So these type of games build character. They they show your weaknesses, which that's one of the things I think that Brookville's going to look to get out tonight is before you head to the playoffs. Sometimes things that you can get away with on a regular basis here will probably be exposed tonight. And that's a good thing to kind of shore up before you head into this playoff run.
There's no doubt, just watching this warm-ups right now, this is going to be the most athletic team Brookville sees all year.
And I was thinking about that earlier today, Chris, thinking about how Brookville wants to play tonight. Typically, Brookville likes to get up and down the court, which I'm sure, probably plays into Vision Academy's strength. So I don't, and there's a couple schools of thought on that. Do what you do best and don't look to change things. Or does Brookville maybe look to slow things up just a bit? So I'm anxious to see how Brookville approaches this game tonight.
Yeah, and to give some people some idea of what Vision Academy is all about, it is a sports-specific preparatory school. They do online schooling. They do have a campus in West Street in Brooklyn. Anybody who knows anything about New York City basketball knows that there's a high level of basketball played in New York City. The program's stated aim is to help inner city youth achieve a quality education and an elite level athletic experience. And they'll, as you'll hear from Coach Russell here, they'll play anybody. They talking about playing the Mattises and teams like that, Dave. I mean, that is big time competition.
Well, and it's nice too that they really kind of have an eclectic squad on there. Like you mentioned, they've got a couple kids from Illinois, they've got a couple kids from Connecticut. Predominantly, they're from the Brooklyn area, but because they have kids from all over, it gives them the ability to go out and schedule games pretty much all throughout the East Coast.
Well, without further ado, let's listen to the interview from Vision Academy head coach Howard Russell. We're here with Vision Academy head coach Howard Russell on the George Pry Horseman Insurance coaches interview. Howard, unique situation. We don't always get to see a team come out of Brooklyn, New York to Brookville, Pennsylvania to see a game. First of all, how did you find out about Brookville?
We typically play a lot of teams in like the Ohio, Indiana, PA area. So we're always looking for like a comparable matchup and a good experience, good opportunity for our guys to play guys that they usually haven't played. We do have kids who aren't from New York City. Most of our kids are from the tri-state area, so we like to get them out and play other kids.
You guys talk a little bit about your school. I know it's a combination of trying to get these kids a good education and a great opportunity in athletics, but talk a little bit about it for the folks.
So we're sports specific. Kids come to us, whether it's for football, basketball, doesn't really matter, to play sports. Obviously they're coming for academic reasons as well, but they're also looking to have a good sports opportunity and kind of, play a different schedule than they would at a state school. So for example, we play between a 40-50 game schedule. We'll play a lot of Mayo, Oak Hill, all the top teams in the country. Whether we do well or we don't do well in those games, it's all about getting the guys.
Tell people a little bit about the players that we should be watching for tonight.
So you should be watching out for DeMarcius Moore. He's number 13, very explosive. A better guard than he may look. You'd probably think he's a forward, but he's actually a guard, a bigger guard. Reality Holmes, number 12. He's our impact player. And then for somebody who you want to see get a great highlight, I'm not sure what number he's wearing today, but Quasier Cubis jumps out the gym.
Well, Howard, thanks for joining us here on the George Pry Horseman Insurance Coaches interview. Good luck tonight.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
At George Pry Horseman Insurance, we understand the level of commitment required not only in athletics but in everyday life, and how this commitment leaves little time for finding lower prices on insurance or planning for retirement. That's where we come in with a full range of tailored insurance and financial service products to make your life simpler. At George Pry Horseman Insurance, we are happy to meet with you at your convenience in your home, at school, or in our offices in Butler or DuBois. We even have video conferencing options. Give us a call at 724-256-5550.
Welcome to the University of Pittsburgh at Bradford. We're not just any university, because you're not just any student. Just think about what you can accomplish in 4 years. No, scratch that. What can't you accomplish? Everything changes when you love where you learn, where the classes are small and the doors are open. It's hard to explain, but once you're here, you'll see. Ready to discover your path? Come love where you learn at Pitt Bradford.
Fran Morelli Sales and Service is a family-owned and operated used car dealership and auto repair facility that has been serving Brockway, Pennsylvania since 1976. At Fran Morelli Sales and Service, we stock a wide variety of used cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. You never have to worry about buying a vehicle from us, with each of our vehicles in our inventory going through a rigorous inspection process to make sure that your vehicle is in the best condition. Call our team of experts today at 814-265-1330 and check us out at franmorelli.com.
Back here at Brookville High School, getting ready for Vision Academy against Brookville. Dave, Vision Academy, I asked them, they don't have a nickname yet. They're throwing around some ideas, but they don't want to pick a nickname until they got the perfect one.
Huh, that's interesting.
So they're just known as Vision Academy.
I guess that really isn't that important, Chris.
No, it really isn't at the end of the day. It's just about going out and playing some ball, and these guys want to play ball, and they want to play ball so much, as you mentioned, they got on a bus at 1 o'clock this afternoon. Not only did they get on a bus at 1 o'clock this afternoon, people should know this game was scheduled for back in January, and they tested every day for COVID, and they had a couple kids come down with it and decided not to make the trip, but rescheduled.
Yeah, and really that one in January was part of a plan. They were going to play in a tournament in Ohio, and so this was going to kind of be on the way there. So it was nice, I'm sure for Brookville to realize that they were willing to come back in February here. And I think really kind of give the people in this area a real treat. And I expect to see a lot of people probably from the district area coming down here tonight just to kind of take a look and see.
Yeah, and we have a number change here, Dave. Sear Cubis is now wearing number 0 instead of number 10.
That's an easy change.
That is an easy change. So as we get ready, you heard Coach Russell there talk a little bit about some of their key players. Want to apologize, wasn't able to track down Coach Park for an interview. He had to step outside for a moment, and when I needed to do that, but do much appreciate Coach Russell giving us his thoughts and giving us a little bit of a background about what the school and what this program's all about, Dave.
Giving these kids an opportunity to play games outside of the city itself. And, remember watching all those Big East wars back in the day in the 70s and 80s with St. John's and Syracuse and Georgetown. A lot of those players came right out of the Brooklyn area.
No question. And let's take a look at a couple of the players to watch for the Brookville Raiders. Players to watch brought to you by Pitt Bradford, where students love where they learn.
Yeah, I think Griffin Rollman. Last couple of weeks, Griffin has been huge for them. They've been looking for him for scoring. And I think tonight, especially inside, we're going to see how Clayton Cook matches up inside with the size from Vision Academy.
Yeah, Vision Academy is going to go out 6'5", 6'5", 6'3", and they're all athletic kids as well in that regard. And Brookville does not have that kind of size. So they're going to have to think if they're in the seriousness of playing the game, they're going to have to slow it down a little bit.
Yeah, we might see some defenses from Brookville that we typically don't see.
Well, now they're calling themselves the Lions, so
maybe tonight the Lions won out.
But we're going to find out how this goes. You look around. This is the best student section we've seen at Brookville all year, Dave. And the kids are excited. The community looks excited. There's some folks out here to watch this game.
Yeah, you could feel the excitement in warm-ups. And, of course, Vision Academy warmed up right in front of the Brookville student section, and they kind of put on a nice show for them.
We're going to have the Clara Haynes singing the national anthem, so we'll keep it here for that.
What so proudly we at the twilight's last reveal, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous sky. For the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed, and the rockets rang there, the bombs bursting in there, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the
Great rendition there of the national anthem.
Wow. That was fantastic.
So as we get ready for our starting lineups, I'll let Dave take it for the starting lineups.
We'll start off with Vision Academy tonight. Let's start out with Quasir Cubis, number 0. And number 1, Kareem Butler. Number 12, Reality Holmes. And number 13, DeMarcius Moore, coming from Chicago. And also coming from Chicago, number 22, Maurice Reese. And they are coached by Coach Howard Russell. And now for the Brookville Raiders, coached by Dalton Park. Number 13, we're going to go with Clayton Cook. He's going to definitely have his hands full tonight with the size of Vision Academy. Number 4, Ian Pete. Number 14, Danny Lauer. And number 5, Hunter Gear. And number 23, Griffin Ruhlman. So those are your starting lineups for tonight. This crowd is ready to go, and we're about ready to go here.
As we get ready for the Laurel Eye Clinic first quarter, the Laurel Eye Clinic, a better vision for you. Check them out online at laureleye.com. For Vision Academy, again, it's Kareem Butler, Quasir Cubis, Reality Holmes, DeMarcius, thank you, Dave. DeMarcius Moore and Maurice Reese. For Coach Howard Russell, for Brookville, Ian Pete, Hunter Gear, Clayton Cook, Danny Lauer, and Griffin Ruhlman for head coach Dalton Park.
And I'll look tonight, Chris, to see how deep the bench that Dalton Park goes. Usually he goes 10, 11, 12 deep. Wonder if he'll maybe shorten the bench up a little bit to try to avoid some mismatches out there.
So Cubis will jump for Vision Academy, jumping for Brookville. It appears like it is going to be Clayton Cook. Scott Sullivan and the two Zimbardis. Pick and Anthony are your referees. Scott Sullivan, the head man, will throw it up here for get this one underway. And the tip is won by the Raiders. Roman controls it. Across the timeline comes Lauer.
And Vision Academy starts out at man-to-man.
Cook with the basketball. Gives it over to Hunter Gear. Gear to Lauer. Lauer driving in, kicks it back out to EMP. EMP's going to drive, just comes up a little short now. Vision Academy wants to run, and running the other way, and with the layup is Reese.
Yeah, and they're going to extend the pressure here. Nice job of getting the ball off the glass and pushing it for the easy transition.
So Pete
basket.
showed the ability to get to the rack there, just came up a little short on his shot, and then running the other way was Vision Academy for the early 2-0 lead. Here comes Lauer. Lauer dribbles in, picked up there by Holmes. Now here's Pete again. Pete threw everybody, no good. Rebounded there by Roman, and we're tied at 2.
Yeah, Roman has stepped it up these last 2 weeks in some of the bigger games for the Raiders. Very active.
So Butler will set things up. He hands it off to Moore. Moore gives it over to Reese kicks it. Now another nice pass to Butler. Butler! It's a Pitt Bradford 3 for Kareem Butler.
Good ball movement that time. Brookville had a hard time kind of containing the ball handlers there, and they dribble penetrated and kicked it out to Butler for 3.
Roman gives it to Lauer, has it knocked away. On the ground is Butler, but his pass outlet is taken away by Pete. Pete now with the basketball. Pete gives it off to Lauer. Lauer will drive in on Moore, but then kicks it, then pulls it back out. Goes inside to Hunter Gear. Hunter Gear, a little turnaround jumper, no good. Rebounded there by Holmes.
And I think one of the things Brookville's going to have to do is they're going to have a safety back tonight. When the shot goes up, you can't crash 5 to the board.
Cubis, great pass inside to Reality Holmes for 2. That is a Laurel Eye Clinic assist for Cubis.
It's a tough matchup for Brookville man-to-man here. I wonder if Coach Park will maybe look to switch things up here. You know, you never know how you are in terms of speed until you're actually in the game.
Pete, nice pass to Cook. Cook, nice little dribble around Demarius Moore, and it is now 7-4. Setting things up is
And they're just
Cubis.
spreading the floor out. They're just looking for that dribble penetration.
Cubis gives it to Reese. Reese working on Pete. Pete takes it away from him. Here comes Brookville on a 2-on-1. Pete fakes the pass. Rebounded there by Gear, and it's 7-6.
Tell you, no fear by the Raiders here. Pete has taken the ball hard 3 times.
Holmes all the way to the rack, lays it up and in. You too can drive the lane with a nice used car from Fran Morelli Sales and Service in Brockway.
Yeah, nice pace to start the game off there. I guess they answered my question if they were going to kind of slow things down.
Here's Gear with the basketball. Hunter Gear working on Cubis, hands it off to Roman. Roman will set things back up, gives it off to Lauer, now back to Roman.
I like the matchup with Roman here.
Roman goes all the way through, lays it up. He's fouled. It won't go, but he will go to the Vanessa Builder Supply free throw line to shoot a pair.
That foul will go on Maurice Reese. First foul of the game for any team.
30-second timeout taken by Howard Russell. We'll take it with him. You're watching high school basketball on D9 and 10 sports.com.
Throughout West Central Pennsylvania, people are losing their glasses. Well, they haven't really lost them. They just don't need them anymore. Thanks to the amazing LASIK surgeons at Laurel Eye Clinic. Call Laurel Eye Clinic and schedule your free consultation.
Back here in Brookville after the Clarion Rehab Services timeout. Clarion Rehab Services can get you back in the game. Check them out online at clarionrehab.com. So going to the line here with a chance to get Brookville back within 1. It's Roman that's going to the line, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, Griffin Roman. Nearly going on the offensive end. Brookville is showing that it can take the ball to the rack on Vision Academy. Defensively, though, Dave, they're having some trouble containing the speed of VA.
Yeah, Vision Academy is looking to spread the floor, which makes help side a little bit more difficult because they're further away from where the ball is.
Roman up and good with the first free throw. He'll get a second one. Second shot is up. Second shot in and out. No good. Rebounded there by Holmes. Here comes Moore with the basketball. Moore through the defense. It hasn't knocked away. It ends up in the hands of Ian Pete.
Yeah, I'm surprised that time that was Moore trying to penetrate it.
Pete all the way to the rack again. Lays it up and in, and we're tied at 9.
I think Brookville likes the matchup that Pete has at the offensive end. He's able to get to the hoop.
I've seen, you don't see that every day from Ian Pete. He obviously has it in his game. Here's a three-pointer on the way from Reese. No good. Rebounded weak side by Danny Lauer. He's quickly picked up, though, by Butler. Finds it to Hunter Gear. Gear across the timeline. Gear has it knocked away, but it's into the hands of Clayton Cook, now to Ian Pete. Pete gives it off to Lauer. Lauer's going to go to the rim. Lauer's going to lay it up and in, and Brookville has the lead at 11-9.
You know, and it's not like Brookville isn't used to playing in front of big crowds and big-time environments here, playing in the state champampionship last year.
And this is why Vision Academy wanted to play them, because they knew they went to the state title game a year ago. Granted, obviously no Jace Minor, and that's going to be an over and back on Vision Academy. Brookville's going to check a couple of players into the game. Jack Pete and Noah Peterson check in for Ian Pete and Hunter Gear.
So, yeah, we'll see how deep that.
This is a Brookville team that went over and played some of the best that Western Pennsylvania had to offer in the fall in the Newcastle Fall League. That being said, the best that Western Pennsylvania has to offer doesn't necessarily stack up with even the medium that Brooklyn, New York has to offer. And then somehow getting all the way through there was Noah Peterson, but he misses the layup. And that's no offense to the kids from Western Pennsylvania, just a fact. And going all the way with his reality Holmes, and it's tied at 11.
Nobody got in front of him there. That was a little bit too easy for Coach Park.
Jack Pete across the timeline. Jack Pete walk. Yep, good call. Jack Pete took an extra step before throwing the pass.
So we're tied at 11 with 3 minutes to go.
Stepped outside of the D9 league tonight, folks. A little bit of offense going on.
Yeah, I enjoy watching this kind of basketball.
Holmes inside to Moore. Moore easily lays it up and in.
Yeah, that pick and roll there. You're not used to seeing too many 6'5" or 6'5" guys that are athletic in this area that can do that off a pick and roll.
Cook gives it off to Lauer. Lauer has it knocked out of bounds. It'll remain Brookville basketball. 2:41 to play here in the Laurel Eye Clinic first quarter. Laurel Eye Clinic, a better vision for you.
I do like the aggressiveness by the Raiders at the offensive end. They are not backing down.
Here's Lauer with the basketball. Lauer gets it to Cook. Cook, medium range jumper, no good. Rebounded there by Cubis.
Brookville does a nice job getting back on defense.
Cubis hands it off to Holmes. Holmes will bring it across the timeline. Now Holmes wants to drive. Holmes, great pass to Moore. Great cut by Moore as well. That's a Laurel Eye Clinic assist, and we get a foul on Brookville on that basket. So it's going to get a chance for an old school three-point play. I did not see the foul there, Dave.
When he was cutting through, Cook tried to, not Cook, Roman tried to kind of contest the shot and did get him on the side of the head.
I get that Dalton Park's a little upset with his group right now and with that 30-second timeout, Dave. And I get wanting to play as many guys as he can, especially the big game with Bradford tomorrow. This isn't going to be the game where Brookville's bench is going to be able to match up with what Vision Academy is bringing. Their starters alone are going to have trouble matching up. So they're going to have to understand they're going to give up some of those baskets, especially when they don't have two of their starters on the court.
Yeah, and, that dribble penetration is just lethal tonight. Maybe you go to a zone. Maybe you go to a 3-2 matchup type of zone and just –
it depends on what you're trying to get out of the game, I guess, at the end of the day. So Moore will go to the free throw line to try to complete the old school three-point play. It is the Tonesta Builder Supply free throw line. 15-11, as you can see on the board there. So Moore's ready to shoot.
Very athletic big man.
6'5" senior out of Chicago, Illinois. Shot is up. Shot rattles home.
Very soft touch for a big man. Brookville's done a nice job attacking the 2-2-1 press.
Cook. Ooh. Did he catch it because he was in the air? That's why it's the over and back. If he hadn't established himself in the forecourt yet.
And that if Cook would have just squared and looked ahead of him, the outlet on the other side was open on there rather than going behind him.
Inside is Moore. Moore's going to take the jumper from medium range. No good. Rebound comes out, and then we're going to get a foul on Moore as he pushed Cook out of the way going for that rebound.
Yeah, that was a nice check out that time by Cook. Talk about doing the little things right.
Then here come the Raiders. Danny Lauer with the basketball. Ryan Gear in for the first time for Brookville. With the basketball is Roman. He's being picked up by Cubas. He gives it off to Lauer, who's guarded by Reese.
So now you got a mismatch inside. Cook being guarded by Reese. I'd look to pound it inside to him.
Here's Roman. Roman is going to have the ball knocked away by Butler. Quickly ahead is Reese. Reese is going to lay it up and in.
Good body control that time by Reese. He felt the defender approaching him, and he just kind of used his body to shield him off.
Roman with the basketball, gets it across the timeline. Feels like Vision Academy's picked up the defensive intensity a little bit here, Dave.
Yeah, they have. And the pace has slowed down a little bit as well in terms of what Brookville's doing. So we'll see if Brookville can kind of get back to the flow that they had the first half of the first quarter.
Here's Ryan Gear, gives it to Danny Lauer. Three-pointer in the air. No good. Rebound. Oh, great job by Cook. Puts it back up and in. That's a big-time offensive rebound by Clayton Cook.
Boy, the wingspan he had there in order to track that ball down and then finish it.
Here's Cubas. Cubas, jumper, no good. I think Cook got a piece of that. Here comes Lauer across the timeline for Brookville. With the basketball, Ryan Gear. Ryan Gear is going to get fouled.
Oh,
well, they didn't count it, did they?
They did.
Oh, no. Oh, my. That's what you call a hometown call there, Dave.
Yeah, that whistle was about a step and a half before that shot was released. But
that's an NBA continuation there.
Yeah. Some of the rule changes recently with the Euro step in that, but that takes it to a whole new level there.
So it's 20-16 here.
But Gear delivers the old conventional three-point play. Cuts the lead to 4.
Oh, boy.
All the way the other direction goes Reality Holmes.
Yeah, they just can't stop his penetration. He's got 8 points in the first quarter, and I don't think any shot's been further out than about 3 feet away.
Peterson gives it off to Lauer. Will Brookville hold for the last shot? Almost coming away with the steal there was Vision Academy, and then going to the hard to the rack there was Ian Pete. Now quickly the other way. Here's Cubas with 4.2. He loses the basketball. Brookville's going to have a shot on a half-court shot. It's in! Oh! He hit it! Oh, my goodness! Brookville's going to have the lead from the half-court shot.
Oh, my.
By Danny Lauer. 21-20 at the end of the first quarter. Brookville in the lead. We'll be back after these messages.
Welcome to the University of Pittsburgh at Bradford. We're not just any university, because you're not just any student. Just think about what you can accomplish in 4 years. No, scratch that. What can't you accomplish? Everything changes when you love where you learn, where the classes are small and the doors are open. It's hard to explain, but once you're here, you'll see. Ready to discover your path? Come love where you learn at Pitt Bradford.
Back here at Brookville as we get ready to start the Hunter Station Golf Club second quarter on a Pitt Bradford half-court three-point shot by Danny Lauer. Brookville has the lead at the end of a quarter, 21-20.
That's about as entertaining a first quarter we've seen this year.
Oh, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, Brookville was down 8 points there with a couple minutes to go and slowly crept back in it. A couple three-point plays. Old-fashioned, and then from behind half court.
So on the Potter County Family Campground possession arrow, it will be Vision Academy basketball. I don't know what the discussion is here. We have the score right, and the ball should go that way because Brookville won the opening tip. Brookville won a tip, and we did not have a held ball in that quarter. There was definitely no held ball in the quarter.
And we only have one book tonight. His Vision Academy didn't bring a scorekeeper themselves, so.
The score is right, and the score is correct, and so is the possession. Yes. So there was a discussion going on whether the score was right or not, but that is what Rich Rhodes has. That's what you have, Dave, and that's what we've got on our scoreboard as well.
And who would have thought tonight, when I woke up this morning, that they would be asking me if the score was right? My guidance counselor, I proved her wrong. This is an important night tonight for me. I feel so good.
Green Butler with the basketball. Tolar into the game for the first time, and then Lauer reaches out and steals it. He's going to go for the net. Layup, no good. Rebounded by Hunter Gear. He puts it back up and in, and Brookville by 3, 23-20.
Yeah, nice job by Gear to follow the shot by Pete. Or Lauer, excuse me.
Moore with the ball. Now Butler. Butler going to pull up jumper. No good. Butler gets his own rebound. Butler kicks it. Here's a three-pointer in the air by Reality Holmes. It's a Pitt Bradford 3 to tie things up. Reality is hitting Brookville when Reality Holmes has the basketball.
Boy, I like his game. That's 11 points tonight for him.
Inside, Roman with the basketball. Roman on the ground. And we are going to get a held ball, I do believe.
And
yes,
that should be Brookville's possession.
It will be on the Potter County Family Campground possession arrow.
We're going to get a timeout by Vision Academy.
We're going to take it with them. We'll be right back. 23-all.
Located across the street from the Clarion Hospital, Clarion Rehabilitation Services Incorporated offers a variety of therapies to get you back in the game, including physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, and now aquatic therapy at the Clarion County YMCA. Clarion Rehab's CHAMP program provides a sports medicine option to local athletes as well, including providing certified athletic trainers to Keystone, Clarion, Clarion Limestone, and North Clarion, as well as a full-time ATC at its Clarion location. To find out more, go to clarionrehab.com or call them at 814-226-1356.
Back here after that Clarion Rehab Services timeout, tied at 23.
Is this what you expected, Chris?
No, actually, very impressed by the Raiders so far.
Yeah, this
showing an athleticism that maybe we haven't seen, because in the D9 league, it's so much about possession. Brookville showing an athleticism that maybe they should be using a little bit more, you wonder.
Yeah, this is what we saw from them on a regular basis last year.
With the basketball, inside goes to Ruhlman. Ruhlman,
nice post up.
Ruhlman, it counts. He'll get one. At the Potter County Family Campground, Brookville back out in front, 25-23.
Foul's going to go on Makai Toller. That'll be his first.
Robert Little checks in for the first time as Toller checks out.
Yeah, I like
also
the matchup.
Out there is Adrian Gorman.
Yeah, I like the matchup that Ruhlman has. I think he can post up inside.
Ruhlman from the Tonesta Builder Supply free throw line gives Brookville the 3-point lead back. If you're just joining us, you missed the half-court shot by Danny Lauer at the end of the first quarter that gave Brookville a 21-20 lead at the end of one. Here's Moore. Moore gives it off over there. That was Gorman with it. Now with the basketball is Butler.
Yeah, really a lot of help side here by Brookville.
Three-pointer in the air by Gorman. It's short. Rebounded by Hunter Gear. Gear gets it across the timeline quickly. Here's Cook. Cook gives it off to Ruhlman. Ruhlman picked up by Gorman.
Tough defense.
Gives it off to Lauer.
I'd like to see maybe if they look to maybe trap on the...
Oh, great pass inside to Ruhlman, then gives it off to Lauer, who pulls things back out. Tries to go back inside. It kicks off of a bunch of people, and they're going to say it went off of Little and out of bounds. Little saying it went through his legs. Now we're going to have a discussion.
Yeah, I think it went off Brookville. Yeah, that's the right call.
Good job there between the Zimbardi son and father to get that call right. Like the communication between the two of them, two of the better referees here in District 9. Heard a lot of great things about Anthony Zimbardi being a younger official, and really has worked hard to make himself a good one.
Hey, if I'm Vision Academy, I was going to say I'm going to look to post up inside here with my.
Moore kicks it back to Gorman for three. No good. Rebounded, though, there by Holmes. Reality Holmes got himself in and was able to up and score out of Harlem, New York.
13 first half points for Holmes.
And now Brookville's going to call time. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be right back here on Allegheny Grove Foxburg High School basketball.
Fran Morelli Sales and Service is a family-owned and operated used car dealership and auto repair facility that has been serving Brockway, Pennsylvania since 1976. At Fran Morelli Sales and Service, we stock a wide variety of used cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. You never have to worry about buying a vehicle from us, with each of our vehicles in our inventory going through a rigorous inspection process to make sure that your vehicle is in the best condition. Call our team of experts today at 814-265-1330 and check us out at franmorelli.com.
Back here, have a shout out from the Brookville wrestling team watching from Team States in Hershey. The Raiders victorious today. We'll wrestle tomorrow again. Congratulations to Brookville. Owen Rensel's like, hey, let's go, boys.
How many schools can say that, they have top state level wrestling and basketball programs going at the same time? That's generally not the norm.
No, it is not. And that's just a testament to the male athletes here at Brookville High School that, always been a wrestling community, great wrestling community. Basketball, kind of a newer thing for them, but they're doing well in both sports right now. Here's a pass inside, and Gear's going to lose it out of bounds.
That was the right idea, backdoor cut. I'm impressed with how quick the Lions are able to recover. They deny hard on the wings, but then when you cut back door, they're able to recover.
Here's Butler with the basketball. Butler hands it off to Moore. Moore right all the way through. He's going to get fouled. He'll go to the Nesta Builder Supply free throw line to shoot a pair, trying to give Vision Academy the lead back here.
If that's on Rollman, that's going to be 2 on him.
It is, and it is his second. And now it'll be interesting to see what Dalton Park does with 5:11 to play here in quarter number 2. So Moore to the line. Moore, the 6'5" senior from Chicago, Illinois. Shot is up. Shot is good. Showing a really nice free throw shot so far.
He actually handles the ball really well. He's been playing up front here.
So Garner McMaster will check in as Griffin Roman checks out with those 2 fouls. So Moore with a chance to give Vision Academy the lead back. Brookville's fan section thinks that being quiet is going to disturb this kid. I don't know if anything's going to disturb that kid with that kind of free throw look.
No, he's a complete player.
McMaster with the basketball gives it back to Ian Pete. Pete is going to be fouled over there by Reality Holmes. I do believe it was Holmes that they're going to get the call on. No, they're going to actually get that call on Robert Little.
It must have been away from the ball.
So that's Little's first, team 5th on Vision Academy. Lauer to inbound. Lauer gets it to Cook. Cook's going to drive. Cook's going to walk.
Did everything right, but took an extra step. Good head and ball fake in order to go by, but just took that extra step.
So Butler will give it off to Holmes. Holmes into the corner for Little. Back to Butler. Butler, deep three-pointer in the air. Oh! That's a three-pointer there.
That's his
for Kareem Butler from way downtown.
And that was just the flick of the wrist. There wasn't much effort at all for him to lift that up.
Here's Cook with the basketball. Gives it off to Peterson. Peterson lays it up and in. Quickly the other way. Now Brookville takes the ball away. Here comes Noah Peterson. Noah Peterson goes around a man. Lays it up. No good. Rebounded by Brookville and then laying it up and in as Ian Peter. We're tied at 30.
Yeah, one of the things I've noticed when Brookville takes it hard to the rack, sometimes they're just kind of flicking it up there, anticipating it's going to get blocked.
Here's Moore. Moore's going to get down. They're going to give him that shot, too. We're playing NBA rules tonight.
Yeah. Maybe there was an agreement before the game.
I'm okay with that. We've seen it both ways now.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely 100% okay. As long as we know that that's going to be the standard, as long as it's the standard the rest of the way, no problem with it.
So that's on Clayton Cook, his first.
So that'll send
More to
the line, and we're going to have a substitution, but it's going to be for the shooter here.
got 9 points in the first half.
He has that nice free throw shot, too. Shot is up. Shot is good. So
And
he'll
he
check
enters
out,
double figures.
and Cubas will check back in. It'll allow them to set up their full court press again.
Brookville has done a nice job attacking this press tonight. It really hasn't caused them much problem at all.
Noah Peterson with the basketball. Gives it to Jack Pete. Now across to Danny Lauer. And for the first time, Brookville having a little bit of trouble with this. They finally do get it across. And then the pass from Ryan Gear is a little high. And right now, Brookville only has one starter on the court. So this is, to me, a time to find out where exactly things are for Vision Academy to maybe be able to pull away, with Brookville only having one of its starters on the court right now, only down 3.
And you did mention, Brookville does have a busy week this week in terms of District 9 play as well.
That ball is taken away. Danny Lauer looks to bring it across the timeline, does get it across the timeline. Calls a head tap, hands it off to Noah Peterson. Peterson to Jack Pete.
And Brookville doesn't have a true point guard on the floor right now.
Here's Lauer with the Lauer deep downtown 3, no good. Oh, somehow or other Jack Pete got the rebound. He can't get it to fall though, and Kareem Butler, the rebound for Vision Academy. Butler wants to go, has it knocked away into the hands of Ryan Gear. Gear wants to run. Gear hands it off to Noah Peterson. Noah Peterson around Gorman for the layup.
4 points in the quarter for Peterson. Cuts the deficit to 1. Under 3 minutes to go.
One thing I've noticed about Vision Academy, Dave, they're not real interested in playing a lot of defense right now.
No.
Now we're going to get another foul here, and that's going to send Holmes to the line to shoot a pair.
It's going to go on Hunter Gear.
As Brookville gets ready to check in, it's 4 starters, including Ruhlman, with those 2 fouls. I'm not sure in a 1-point game if I'd be bringing Ruhlman back in with 2 fouls right now.
Once again, you mentioned it earlier, Chris. It depends what Coach Park really kind of wants to get out of tonight. I mean, obviously he wants to win the game, but also, he's got the D9 league to consider as well.
The Brookville now in first place in the D9 league all by themselves after the overtime victory on Tuesday night against Elk, and DuBois' overtime loss to Bradford. Second one coming up here for Holmes. That shot is also up and good. One thing Vision Academy does well, they shoot free throws extremely well, Dave.
Yeah, they're 6 for 6 in the first half. And there's been no doubt on any of them.
Here's Ian Pete. Ian Pete gets it to Ruhlman. Ruhlman around everybody. Ruhlman's going to lay it up. It's not going to fall, but he will go to the Tonesta Builder Supply free throw line to shoot a pair.
That's going to go on Moore. That'll be his second.
So again, there's an instance where Vision Academy could have stepped in with Ruhlman having 2 fouls and taken a charge, but instead it was more of like an Olay type of thing, like a bullfighter with the bull coming.
They must have gotten videos of me playing defense.
Checking back in is Tolar. Checking out comes Butler. 35-32. Jamison Rhodes will check in here for Brookville as Danny Lauer will check out. Jamison getting his first action of the night because it's not Elk County Catholic. He's missed 3 games. He hasn't played in 3 games this year, 2 of them against Elk County Catholic. Next shot is up. Next shot won't fall either, so missed opportunity there for Griffin Ruhlman at the free throw line. Across the timeline comes Moore. Moore looking to set something up. Now Moore. Oh, Jamison Rhodes takes the charge. I thought maybe that was a little bit of a flop, but they're going to give it to him.
Yeah, I think Coach Russell would probably agree with you. He was out the half court there on that one because that's the 3rd foul on Moore. Good job for Rhodes to step in and take that charge.
We're going to get a timeout here. We'll take it with them. We're watching high school basketball on D9 and 10 sports.com.
Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front nine, coupled with a back nine situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com.
Back here, Benny, you took that timeout. Was that a timeout charge to Vision Academy? Or?
I think it was. Yep, because
Coach Russell was at half court. It was either take a timeout or probably get a technical foul.
Either one.
Well, you know what? I think he had a legitimate beef there. Look. Kudos to Jamison Rhodes. He did what he had to do, and he got the call.
You put yourself in position to have the referees make the call.
Yes. So that's all you can do as a player. Roman with the basketball gives it to Lauer. And then that was Pete, and he throws it away, and Butler has it. And Butler did a good job of not going over and back there.
Yeah, good body control.
Here's Cubas all the way. Cubas can't get it to fall, but he will go to the Tonesta Builder Supply free throw line to shoot a pair.
That'll be Hunter Gears first. I was waiting to see if that ball actually went through.
They were. That was no question. Because that's why we're shooting two here. So Cubas to the free throw line. We see here Cubas out of Edison, New York, 6'5" senior forward. Shot is up. Shot is good. Again, really impressed with Vision Academy's free throw shooting tonight.
It's like their home gym. I mean, they've been on a bus for 5 hours, 6 hours, come over, don't really have a lot of time to warm up, and they've been perfect from the charity stripe.
Getting ready for his second one. Shot is up. Hey, they missed one. Rebounded by Ruhlman.
And Cook twisted an ankle.
Last thing you wanted for Brookville in this game. Here's Jamison Rhodes. Jamison Rhodes with the layup.
Nice take by Rhodes.
So the senior energy player for the Raiders comes up with a pair. Here's a long three-pointer. Oh, it's Kareem Butler from downtown Brookville again.
I think we need to get an injury timeout because Cook can't even put pressure on it.
Unfortunate thing here for Brookville in terms of an injury is that their athletic trainer left in the fall, and they haven't had an opportunity to get a new one yet.
And I think this shows you how important having athletic trainers, at your schools are. There's still some schools that actually don't have athletic trainers.
Rhodes misses it. Oh, Lauer almost with the block, but they're going to say he got too much of Butler, and Butler will go to the Tonesta Builder Supply free throw line to shoot a pair, and now Vision Academy with a chance to open up a 7-point lead.
Boy, I tell you, Ian Pete, he got up on it, and he's not questioning. He he got body, but he got a lot of ball as well.
So Butler to shoot two. First shot is up, first shot is good.
So right now, Butler has 3 threes and a foul shot, so there's nothing in between.
Jack Pete will come in, Jamison Rhodes will check out.
10 points in the first half.
Second shot by Butler. Second shot is good. Vision Academy making a living from that free throw line and Butler's long three-pointers. Hunter Gear across the timeline, gives it off to Jack Pete. Jack Pete looks things over. Jack Pete inside to Griffin Ruhlman. Ruhlman through two guys. They're going to call him for the walk.
Right idea. Ruhlman just kind of lost control of the basketball for a little bit and ended up causing him to take an extra step.
So now if you're Brookville here, Dave, you need to get a stop. You don't want to go into halftime down double digits when you've been in this game most of the time.
No, exactly.
Here's Cubas. Cubas drops it off to Reese. Now Reese goes around one guy, goes into another guy. Ball gets blocked from behind into the hands of Cubas. Cubas up, no good.
Oh.
Instead of grabbing the rebound, Jack Pete tried to tip it out. You're not going to do that against a good team.
No.
Here's Reese with the three-pointer, no good. Rebound comes out. And Hunter Gear comes away with it. Hunter Gear works the other way. Hunter Gear lays it up and in.
All 6 of Gear's points have been taking it hard to the rack this first half. Cuts it to 5.
Butler across the timeline.
And if I'm Brookville, I'm going to let them play with it out here, to be honest with you. I'm not going to give them that penetration lane because they've struggled with that most of the first half.
So Reality Holmes looking to hold for the last shot possibly. That looks like what Vision Academy is doing, up 5. So Holmes with 18 seconds. Clock on our board is a little off from the clock on the scoreboard itself, so don't take that as an official one. Here's Reality Holmes. Reality Holmes working on Hunter Gear. Reality Holmes gives it off to Butler. Butler, pull up, jumper. Oh, he faked it home! And we'll go to halftime with Vision Academy leading Brookville by 7, 43-36. You're watching high school basketball on D9 and 10 Sports.com.
Hi, Chris Rossetti here from D9 and 10 Sports.com. I wanted to take a second to tell you about one of the best restaurants in all of Western Pennsylvania, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA. With indoor and outdoor dining, you can enjoy prime rib all weekend long, or perhaps it is their full wings served on Thursday wing nights that you're after. From celebrating a special occasion to hanging out with family and friends, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg is the place to be. As they like to say, you come for the food and you stay for the view. Reserve your table today at AlleghenyGrill.com. Are you looking for a great place to relax and enjoy the fresh mountain air of the Susquehannock State Forest in the Allegheny Mountains? Then the Potter County Campground is the place for you. Your outdoor adventure starts at the Potter County Campground with family and friends. The Potter County Campground can accommodate all your camping needs. Whether you camp in a tent, RV, or one of their camping cabins, they have a camping experience for you. Open year-round, the 44-acre Potter County Campground is located in the heart of Potter County, God's country. Check them out online at pottercountycamping.com.
Throughout West Central Pennsylvania, people are losing their glasses. Well, they haven't really lost them. They just don't need them anymore. Thanks to the amazing LASIK surgeons at Laurel Eye Clinic. Using state-of-the-art bladeless LASIK technology, these board-certified surgeons offer better vision for you and your family. With 10 convenient locations, there's bound to be one nearby. Isn't it time that you lost your glasses? Call Laurel Eye Clinic or visit laureleye.com and schedule your free consultation.
Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front nine, coupled with a back nine situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com. Located across the street from the Clarion Hospital, Clarion Rehabilitation Services Incorporated offers a variety of therapies to get you back in the game, including physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, and now aquatic therapy at the Clarion County YMCA. Clarion Rehab's CHAMP program provides a sports medicine option to local athletes as well, including providing certified athletic trainers to Keystone, Clarion Limestone, and North Clarion, as well as a full-time ATC at its Clarion location. To find out more, go to clarionrehab.com or call them at 814-226-1356. Need plumbing, heating, or air conditioning services in Western PA? Then call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Clarion today at 814-226-8695. At Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, we believe that a service-oriented business like ours should give you quality care and a quick response time. That's why we stand on our promise, offering you reliable 24-hour service that gets your job done right when you need it. We can also be found on the web at lutonsplumbing.com. Again, that number is 814-226-8695. With locations in Shippenville and Tonesta, Tonesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tonesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tonestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
Welcome back here to Brookville High School. We're at the half. 43-36 Vision Academy out of Brooklyn, New York in the lead over Brookville. It's time for the Potter County Family Campground halftime show. At the Potter County Family Campground, your outdoor adventure starts here with family and friends. We can accommodate your camping needs, whether you camp in a tent, RV, or one of our camping cabins. We have a camping experience for you, open year-round and located in the heart of Potter County, God's country. Check out the Potter County Campground at pottercountycamping.com. It's time for our Pitt Bradford statistics. Students at Pitt Bradford live and learn on a friendly, inclusive, and welcoming campus where they receive personalized attention and earn the well-respected University of Pittsburgh degree. Apply today at upb.pitt.edu. Pitt Bradford, where students love where they learn.
Vision Academy put 3 players in double figures in the first half. They were led by Reality Holmes with 15, 13 points coming from Kareem Butler, and 10 points from DeMarcius Moore. They also received 4 points from Maurice Reese and 1 point from Quasir Cubis. Brookville, tremendous balanced scoring. They had 3 players with 6 points, including Griffin Rollman, Ian Pete, and Hunter Gear. 5 points from Danny Lauer, 4 points from Noah Peterson and Clayton Cook, 3 points from Ryan Gear, and 2 points from Jamison Rhodes.
So, Dave, your takeaway from that first half, excuse me.
Really impressed with Brookville's aggressiveness to attack the basket against Vision Academy. There were a number of shots that they actually didn't get to fall, especially earlier in that first quarter when they fell down by 8. But I like how they have stayed aggressive at the offensive end. For Vision Academy, they are so quick off the dribble. Normally you don't see teams giving Brookville a lot of problems defensively off the dribble, and they've been able to get to the hole rather easily tonight. And it's not because of a lack of effort for Brookville. It's just because the speed they're playing tonight, you can't imitate that in practice. You just can't. And so when you're out there, normally you give a person maybe a step and a half. Tonight it might be 2.5, because they are just so quick off the dribble.
We'll be back with Dave's keys to the second half after these messages. Once again, about 4 minutes, 40 seconds to go in the halftime, with Vision Academy leading Brookville 43-36. You're watching high school basketball on D910sports.com, powered by the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg.
At George Pry Horseman Insurance, we understand the level of commitment required not only in athletics, but in everyday life, and how this commitment leaves little time for finding lower prices on insurance or planning for retirement. That's where we come in, with a full range of tailored insurance and financial service products to make your life simpler. At George Pry Horseman Insurance, we are happy to meet with you at your convenience in your home, at school, or in our offices in Butler or DuBois. We even have video conferencing options. Give us a call at 724-256-5550.
Welcome to the University of Pittsburgh at Bradford. We're not just any university, because you're not just any student. Just think about what you can accomplish in 4 years. No, scratch that. What can't you accomplish? Everything changes when you love where you learn, where the classes are small and the doors are open. It's hard to explain, but once you're here, you'll see. Ready to discover your path? Come love where you learn at Pitt Bradford.
Fran Morelli Sales and Service is a family-owned and operated used car dealership and auto repair facility that has been serving Brockway, Pennsylvania since 1976. At Fran Morelli Sales and Service, we stock a wide variety of used cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. You never have to worry about buying a vehicle from us, with each of our vehicles in our inventory going through a rigorous inspection process to make sure that your vehicle is in the best condition. Call our team of experts today at 814-265-1330 and check us out at franmorelli.com.
Back here at Brookville, it's time for the All-American Awards and Engraving keys to the second half. All-American Awards and Engraving. They will put almost anything on almost everything. Check them out online at allamericanhq.com.
Brookville, I think you stay aggressive. Defensively, I don't know. Maybe throw a different wrinkle, see how they respond maybe to a zone, but continue with the aggressiveness. Do not be tentative. For Vision Academy, I think probably at the defensive end is where they need to kind of tighten things up the most. They're playing good ball pressure, denying the wings, but they're giving up a lot of drives to the basket without anybody coming over to help. So I think their key lies at the defensive end.
Those are your All-American Awards and Engraving keys to the second half. As we go back and we look at that first half, I mean, you had the Danny Lauer half-court shot. You had Kareem Butler from a good 30 feet away a couple times, nailing some three-pointers. You had Ian Pete taking it to the hole very well, especially in that first quarter for Brookville. You had, Reality Holmes just showing an all-around strong game for Vision. So a lot of really good players stepping up and having really good first halves there, Dave.
Well, and the thing that I took out of it is there's a lot of athleticism on both teams. the ability to get to the basket, the ability to elevate from both Brookville and Vision Academy is really impressive. I mean, they're great basketball players, but they're also great athletes.
No question. And I think that it bodes well. If you're a Brookville fan and you see what's going on and you see that your team is matching up with a team with a lot of kids from places like Chicago, Harlem, the Bronx, Brooklyn, that's got to fare well for a team that, we all know is 16-1. We all know went to the state championship game last year, but we also all know that there's no Jace Minor this year.
Well,
and so they've got to win in a little bit of a different fashion.
And, Chris, sometimes you take things for granted. I mean, Brookville's 16-1. There's no, and you talk to some people around there like, well, we're not sure what, Brookville hasn't been playing well lately. I mean, I don't know what your definition of well is. It's the first time they beat Elk County twice in the same season in almost 25 years?
Yeah, I mean, 1999.
This is a good Brookville team.
Yeah.
I mean going to the States last year, I think sometimes clouds people's judgment.
Well, yeah, because it's so rare. They were the first District 9 team to make a state championship game at any level since DuBois Central Catholic in 2007. And the first to make it at a higher than Class A level since your alma mater, Punxsutawney, right after you graduated in 1991.
Yeah, and we do. Sometimes we put expectations on these kids, and they're unrealistic.
Dave? Oh, there we go. Now we're back. Sorry about that, folks. A little bit of internet issue cropped up there on us right at the end of halftime. Apologize for that. Always at the whims of whatever internet connection you have, Dave. And Benny's back. Benny was going to go get us pizza, but I guess the line for pizza was like halfway out the door.
Huge. That line was gigantic.
There's a nice crowd here tonight, so
we'll have to teach Benny, though, that his media, he can kind of cut in the line a little bit, find somebody of importance to ask to cut in the line.
Absolutely. But you know what? I'm sure my gut probably appreciates not having.
Yeah, it's probably a better idea. Here's Lauer. Lauer, great pass to Ryan Gear.
Making the extra pass.
So Ryan Gear getting the playing time here in place of Cook, who's got his foot up and an ice bag on and on the bench for Brookville. Here's Cubas. He loses the basketball, and Ryan Gear there to pick it up.
Yeah, Roman and Pete kind of double-teamed him, knocked the ball away, and Brookville has a chance to cut the lead from 7 down to either 5 or 4.
There's Lauer with the basketball. Here's a three-pointer on the way by Ian Pete. It's a Pitt Bradford 3. 45-41. Raiders back within 4.
Boy, Ian Pete has been solid tonight. Did a lot of damage going to the basket in the first half. Drains the 3 here in the second.
All the way goes Reese. He'll be fouled, and he'll go to the Tenesta Builder Supply free throw line to shoot a pair.
And that foul will go on Ian Pete. Only be his second. Reese had 4 points in the first half.
So Reese will try to build upon this 4-point lead for Vision Academy. Has been very good at the Tenesta Builder Supply free throw line tonight. Hits another one. They've only missed 1 free throw all night long.
They've put on a clinic. So many games are lost at that line.
Here's Reese again, getting ready for his second shot. Shot is up. That shot is also good. Back to a 6-point advantage for Vision Academy. Here's Roman across the timeline. Gives it off to Hunter Gear now to Lauer. Lauer gives it back to Gear. Gear has it taken away there by Reese. Here comes Reese. Reese nice all the way through. He'll go to the rim and take it in. You too can drive the lane with a great used car from Fran Morelli Sales and Service in Brockway.
Boy, Reese has that ability to put that ball on the floor and get there in a hurry.
Now we've got a foul on Vision Academy.
That's going to be on Cubis, his first.
Ball is taken away on the inbounds by Moore. Here comes Moore. Moore all the way through. He'll lay it up and in. And that'll force Brookville to take a timeout. We'll take it with them. 10-point lead, Vision Academy. 5:29 to play in quarter number 3, excuse me.
Throughout West Central Pennsylvania, people are losing their glasses. Well, they haven't really lost them. They just don't need them anymore. Thanks to the amazing LASIK surgeons at Laurel Eye Clinic. Using state-of-the-art bladeless LASIK technology, these board-certified surgeons offer better vision for you and your family. With 10 convenient locations, there's bound to be one nearby. Isn't it time that you lost your glasses? Call Laurel Eye Clinic or visit laureleye.com and schedule your free consultation.
Back here after the Clarence Rehab timeout. Here's Hunter Gear all the way to the hoop. He can't get it to fall.
Everything but the finish. Nice job penetrating in the lane. We've seen that
Butler
several
with
times
it,
tonight
gives it
for
off
the
to
Raiders.
Moore.
And you got to be careful here with Butler. He'll pop it from 23.
Butler all the way to the rim. No good. Rebounded by Gear. That's Ryan Gear. Ryan Gear to Danny Lauer, and a great job there by Reese to take it away and knock it out of bounds.
Yeah, good defensive stand there by Reese. I think if Gear would have kept it himself, he might have been able to take it right to the rim and score the basket. So 10-point lead for the Lions.
Here's a layup attempt by Lauer. It won't go. Rebounded there by Cubis. Cubis is going to get fouled by Lauer.
And that's a foul probably that shouldn't have happened. I think Lauer's a little frustrated.
There's a three-pointer by Butler. Oh, man, that kick and shoot.
That's his fourth three of the game. 16 on the night.
13-point lead for Vision Academy. They're starting to pull away here in the second half.
They have tightened up the screws defensively.
And here's a steal by Holmes. Holmes all the way to the rim, lays it up and in.
19 on the night for Holmes.
So all the energy we saw from Brookville in the first half has seemed to have gone away here in the second half. And give Vision Academy some credit for that, Dave.
Yeah, and that foul's going to go on Butler here. And it was funny because Moore has 3 fouls, and Butler wanted to make sure that they rung him up on the. So he put his hand up immediately, like, yeah, that was my foul.
Here's Jack Pete with it. Jack Pete looks around. Dangerous pass into Peterson. Here's Lauer. Lauer three-pointer in the air. No good. Rebounded by Reese. Reese quickly ahead to Cubis, who was cherry-picking a little bit. He'll lay it up and in. It's 58-41. Brookville's going to take another timeout. We'll take it with them. You're watching high school basketball on D910sports.com.
Fran Morelli Sales and Service is a family-owned and operated used car dealership and auto repair facility that has been serving Brockway, Pennsylvania since 1976. At Fran Morelli Sales and Service, we stock a wide variety of used cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. You never have to worry about buying a vehicle from us, with each of our vehicles in our inventory going through a rigorous inspection process to make sure that your vehicle is in the best condition. Call our team of experts today at 814-265-1330 and check us out at franmorelli.com.
Back here at Brookville High School was what was it at halftime? It was 43-36. It was a 7-point game at halftime. It's now a 17-point game as Vision Academy has come out with a different intensity level to start this second half, Dave.
Yeah, they've been able to kind of limit the offensive opportunities from Brookville and just push the ball. They've done a lot of easy baskets here.
And you also got to wonder how much the injury to Clayton Cook plays a role in some of that because, you know, he was the one guy that could match up, especially inside with a couple of these guys.
And you know, Brookville has had some good looks, just not been able to knock anything down here.
Into the game for the first time is Connor Marshall. He'll hand it back off to Noah Peterson. And then Peterson has his pass intercepted by Cubas. Here comes Cubas. Cubas working on Lauer, lays it up, no good. Rebound into the hands of Noah Peterson. Peterson gives it off to Ruhlman. They're going to call a block.
Oh, man.
And that's okay. I can live with that. It could have gone either way. I mean, he was there in position, but I think Ruhlman kind of went to the side. So
Ruhlman will go to the Tonesta Builder Supply free throw line, trying to build upon the 41 points that Brookville currently has. 0 for 2, I do believe, at the line tonight. Get 0 for 3.
he is. The first half, he was 2 for 5.
2
so
for
he's
5,
2 for 6.
Isaac Hetrick checking in for the first time. Is now Dalton Park starting to empty his bench a little bit. Ruhlman will get a second one here. His grandparents are watching the game tonight. Thank them for joining us as he hits that one. Hope that Coach Al had a chance to tune us in tonight, too. Is going all the way to the rack, but missing the layup was Holmes. And then Cubas does a great job of getting a hand on it, and then gets another hand on it.
You just can't emulate this speed in practice, Chris.
And now we're going to get a touch foul out there by Reese.
Be his second. But 16-point lead here with 2:48 to go in the third. You know, if things continue, I mean, we're going to get a timeout called here by Vision Academy.
We'll take it with them.
Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front nine, coupled with a back nine situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com.
Back here, we were just talking about you're using timeouts tonight, Dave, like Larry Weiser used timeouts in football.
Yeah, absolutely. No use taking them home.
I
They
once
do you
watched-
no good in your back pocket.
I once watched Larry take a timeout on the second half kickoff.
Yeah, and you know what? You know, Larry's a great friend of mine. And, you know, we talk about great coaches in the area. And, for what he did for that program, you know, this is my 30th year there. And the level of consistency that he was able to
You don't win
put
200
Larry
games in
on-
football by accident.
No. And he just had an ability to get a lot of kids out at our schools. You know, we were single A back then, and he had 40 to 44 kids out every year, which speaks volumes about him as a coach and a mentor.
Jack Pete will get it across the timeline, hand it off to Noah Peterson. Noah Peterson. Back to Hetrick. Now into the corner to McMaster. Fakes the three, pull up jumper. No good. Rebounded there by Holmes. And then Holmes turns it over to Pete, and then Pete throws it back over, throwing it out of bounds. That was Jack Pete.
You know, one of the things I've noticed Brookville in the second half is just kind of a little slow getting back defensively. They're crashing, 3-4 guys every time. Sometimes that fifth guy's not getting back deep enough to stop the transition game of the Lions.
So Moore will bring it up. Now Moore goes all the way to the rim. Moore's going to lay it up and in. He'll get a chance for an old school 3-point play.
Yeah, to be that big and to be able to put the ball on the floor like that, major matchup problems for Brookville.
So Moore, who's been great from the line tonight, will get a chance to build on the lead here at the Tonesta Builder Supply free throw line. Get it to a game-high 19 possibly for Vision Academy.
And that'll be 15 on the night for Moore.
Peterson hounded by Moore. Does get it across the timeline into the hands of Jamison Rhodes. Now to McMaster. Over to Peterson. Peterson to Rhodes. Rhodes dribbles through everybody and then loses the basketball out of bounds.
Yeah, good penetration that time by Rhodes. Just kind of lost the handle on it.
So Tolar, Little, and Gorman into the game for Vision Academy. Poor Kareem Butler didn't even get a chance to get out of the game yet.
He's just strolling down the sidelines here.
Here's a layup attempt by Moore, no good. McMaster the rebound.
Yeah, some of the rules that are normally adhered to in high school basketball games in Pennsylvania.
Kind of went to the And here's a steal by Gorman. Gorman. Oh, he tries to dunk and he missed it. Rebounded by Marshall.
Butler got a kick out of that on the sideline.
They're going to give him heck tonight on the bus ride home. You can guarantee that. And now taking it away from behind was Tolar. Here's Tolar on the other end, and alley-oop. Layup is good by Cubis.
Yeah, the defensive pressure here is just a little too much for the Raiders right now.
Especially, again, not a lot of the starters on the court for Brookville right now, which is understandable. Again, they have a game with Bradford tomorrow with a league title on the line.
Exactly. That is way, way more important at this point.
And then the Red Sea just parted there for Peterson.
Oh, man.
Here's Cubis, and Cubis is going to get fouled and fouled hard over there by Connor Marshall.
Well, he did a nice job of contesting that. So that puts Cubis at the line. He's 1 for 2 from the charity stripe tonight. 5 points in all.
Shot is up, shot is good, and it's a 20-point lead for Vision Academy. He only led by 7 at the break.
And have missed 1 free throw. I got to calculate.
As Marshall steps out here. Ryan Gear back in. Second shot coming for Cubis.
Oh, boy, they are 14 for 15 from the free throw line tonight.
This team can shoot free throws as well as any team that I've seen in a long time. Here's Jamison Rhodes with the basketball, hands it off to Peterson. Peterson looks to go through again. He does, short on the, and now we've got a quick fast break the other way. And another missed dunk, this time by Cubis. So they're 0 for 2 on dunk attempts tonight.
Yeah, Brookville is, I think they're staring a little bit at the offensive end and not getting back on defense.
Here's a three-pointer by Cubis. No good, rebounded by McMaster. Gunnar McMaster gives it off to Noah Peterson with 9. 7, 6, 5, 4. Peterson loses it. We're going to get a Hail Mary shot. Oh, wait, does that go? Oh, it would have counted. Oh, my goodness, that would have counted if Tolar's shot had gone. As it is, we will head to the fourth quarter, 65-44. Vision Academy. You're watching Allegheny Girl of Foxburg High School Basketball on D9 and 10 Sports.com.
At George Pry Horseman Insurance, we understand the level of commitment required not only in athletics but in everyday life, and how this commitment leaves little time for finding lower prices on insurance or planning for retirement. That's where we come in, with a full range of tailored insurance and financial service products to make your life simpler. At George Pry Horseman Insurance, we are happy to meet with you at your convenience in your home, at school, or in our offices in Butler or DuBois. We even have video conferencing options. Give us a call at 724-256-5550.
Back here, getting ready for the Pitt Bradford fourth quarter. Pitt Bradford, where students love, where they learn.
22-8. Third quarter difference for Vision Academy. It stretched the lead to 21, Chris.
Yeah, and Dalton Park was not happy here during this break, Dave.
You know, you don't mind your team, if they're playing hard, they're getting back on defense, but for about the last 2 minutes, when that shot went up, Vision Academy had 2 dunks that didn't go down and 3 other layups that did go down. So, I mean, that's something as a coach, you don't care who's on the floor. There's no excuse for people. So
he's going to go back to 3 of his starters plus Charlie Krug and Jack Pete. So there's Charlie Krug with the basketball. He hands it off to Jack Pete. Lauer's also out there with Pete and Hunter Gear. Ian Pete, that is. There's Ian Pete, gives it off to Charlie Krug. Here's Gear. Gear gives it to Lauer. Lauer, Red Sea sort of parts for him, and he'll lay it up and in.
Nice drive by Lauer there. That gives him 7 on the night.
Gorman with the basketball for Vision Academy. Gorman hands it off to Little. Robert Little looks things over, gives it off to Moore. Moore drives. Then gives it to Little, has a little trouble with it, but Vision Academy retains possession. With it is Tolar. Tolar spins. Tolar, three-pointer in the air. It's a Pip Radford three for Tolar.
That was smooth. Boy, these guys can shoot. I mean, these are NCAA.
And now Ian Pete loses the basketball, taken away by Gorman. Three-pointer in the air by Gorman. It's another Pip Radford three. 71-46. Vision Academy putting on a show in the second half. Here's Charlie Krug. Nice pass there to Ian Pete. His three-pointer in the air. In and out, no good. Rebounded by Gorman. He wants to go deep. Three-pointer now taken by Tolar. Oh, he buries another Pip Bradford. Was that a three or a two?
That was a three.
That's what I thought. I was just making sure. Here's Charlie Krug. Charlie Krug will get fouled, and he will go to the Tenesta Builder Supply free throw line.
I have that unofficially as 8 3-pointers for the Lions. Fourth foul goes
this
on
after Tuesday night, Dave, when we saw the CL and Keystone combined to go 1 of 24.
Yeah, exactly.
So Charlie Krug will take his first shot from the Tenesta Builder free throw line. No good. As Rollman and Peterson check back in, and Ian Pete and Danny Lauer take a seat. Charlie Krug, another shot coming.
31-10 run here by Vision Academy.
Gets that one to fall. First points of the game for Charlie Krug. Here's Moore. Moore hands it off to Cubis. Cubis, turnaround jumper from just outside the free throw line. My goodness, they're on fire now, Dave.
I mean, that's you can't play any better defense than that. And he just elevated up over him.
And now taking the ball away is Little. Little will give it off to Gorman. Now three-pointer by Moore.
They are human.
Peterson across the timeline.
They have not missed very many three-point attempts tonight.
Peterson, block shot by Moore. Here comes Vision Academy. Cubis steps it back for the three. He knew it.
God.
He was running the other way.
Jeez. And we're going to be running the clock the rest of the way.
There was some discussion on whether or not we were going to run it or not, but I'm not sure. So we get a timeout here by Vision Academy.
And that'll be their last.
And we will run the clock. That's what they were just talking about. So we will get a running clock, which at this point is probably good for Brookville because the Raiders, they weren't much interested in defense that second half.
Brookville was up 1 point after the first
They were
quarter.
up 21-20, and they've been outscored since then 59-26.
Wow. I mean,
They
what
were
a shooting display.
They were going back and forth for most of that second quarter, Dave.
I mean, you talk about athleticism and being able to get to the rim, but they have just shot lights out. 4 threes in the fourth quarter. I think that makes about 10 for the game.
McMaster to Rhodes. Rhodes to Ryan Gear. Ryan Gear back to Jamison Rhodes. Jamison Rhodes dribbling around, has trouble with the basketball. Now he's going to get fouled. Clock's going to keep running here until we go to the... Oh, we're going to just keep running. Okay, that's fine. It is supposed to stop at some point here, but...
I think on shooting fouls.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yep.
Connor Marshall throws it away to Cubis. Cubis then off his foot. They're going to call a foul, I think, on Brookville here. They do. They're going to call it on Marshall.
It'll be his second.
Clock keeps running. Tolar with it. Tolar Kicks all the way to the rim, lays it up and in. That's Cubas again.
He has
Now we get a
13 in
bump
the second
foul.
half.
Reese checks in. Oh, it's now the clock stops. Okay, not sure. Oh, there it's 1 and 1.
Yep.
That's why I got you. Because Marshall will go to the free throw line. Can I step out a free throw line? Looking to build on the 47 points that Brookville currently has. Shot is up and good. Connor Marshall writes his name into the scorebook tonight.
Yeah, the nice thing about what Brookville's able to do, they've gotten a lot of players in tonight to be able to play against this level of competition.
Marshall's second shot up and no good. Rebounds on the ground, though, to Ryan Gear. He can't get it to fall. Rebounded, taken away by Gorman. Gorman wants to run. Gorman, a little out of control, now gets into control. Gets it back to Moore. Moore all the way to the rim. Lays it up and in.
17 on the night for Moore.
And now the ball taken away here in Gorman. Gives it off to Moore. Moore all the way here. Send it home.
No doubt about that one. That rim's still shaking a little bit.
The basketball is Hetrick. Hetrick gives it off to Marshall. Marshall has it taken away. Now here's a breakaway for Cubas. Cubas, two-handed slam jam, 87-48.
And that should be the last timeout on the night for anyone.
As Dalton Park takes it, we'll take it with them. Watching high school basketball on D910sports.com.
Are you looking for a great place to relax and enjoy the fresh mountain air of the Susquehannock State Forest in the Allegheny Mountains? Then the Potter County Campground is the place for you. Your outdoor adventure starts at the Potter County Campground with family and friends. The Potter County Campground can accommodate all your camping needs. Whether you camp in a tent, RV, or one of their camping cabins, they have a camping experience for you. Open year-round, the 44-acre Potter County Campground is located in the heart of Potter County, God's country. Check them out online at pottercountycamping.com.
Back here after that Clarion Rehab timeout. Check them out online at clarionrehab.com. 87-48. Dave, you're just saying off air, this game got out of hand in a hurry for Brookville.
Yeah, if you pick up the, read your site tomorrow and you look at the score and you're going to be like, wow, that wasn't much of a game. It was a game till halftime.
It was a 7-point game at the half. Brookville led at the end of the quarter. All, and I mean all, Vision Academy in the second half.
I mean, the wheels came off. We talked about as the key, picking up the defensive intensity, and they did that, which kind of fueled their offense. And you kind of saw Brookville, as soon as the league kind of got to 15-16, the intensity left them. Coach Park's trying to find some type of combination, building toward tomorrow night for Bradford, building toward against Du Bois coming up next week.
I mean, Bradford's playing that keep away style that Ridgeway plays. And after playing this tonight, I mean, it's going to be a shock to the system a little bit for the Raiders. Oh, Charlie Crew didn't need to do that. That would have been okay. That was on an inbounds.
And play back-to-back nights. That's never easy. I mean, we saw it when Du Bois and Brookville played about a week and a half ago.
Difference being that I think a lot of the starters for Brookville have spent a lot of time on the bench here tonight. Obviously, the Clayton Cook injury, something to keep an eye on, though, if you're a Raider fan. As Crew goes to the Tennessee Builders Supply free throw line, misses it.
Yes, he's sitting down below us here with ice on his ankle. I would be surprised if he's available tomorrow night. And I don't want to put words in anybody's mouth, but he was pretty gimpy out there.
Second shot is up and good for Charlie Krug. Kick out to Reese. Reese three-pointer in the air. No good. Rebounded by Holmes. Now a three-pointer taken by Tolar. No good. Jamison Rhodes is being double-teamed and has it knocked away from behind by Little. Here's Little in the corner. Little three-pointer in the air. No good. Rebound tipped around, and it's going to come out somehow or other to Ryan Gear. Here's Ryan Gear all the way to the loop. No good. Rebounded by Tolar.
We do start to see a little bit of cherry picking going on for Vision Academy. They have one guy
in the corner. It's Reese for three. No good. Rebound out to Ryan Gear. Here's Krug. Back to Ryan Gear. He's going to hold on to it. Now he's going to take it to the rim. He'll lay it up and in. Vision Academy not real interested in much defense right now either.
No, Ryan Gear's had some good minutes tonight for Brookville. And if Cook is out for any considerable time, Gear's probably going to have to step up in his place.
Here's Reality Holmes. Holmes has it knocked out of bounds. It's going to remain Vision Academy basketball. Ken, if you just joined us, it was not 87-51 the whole way. Brookville was very competitive. There's an inbounds pass, and now we're going to get a foul. It's going to be of the offensive variety, and it's going to be on Gorman.
His second, since it's a player control, there won't be any free throws for Brookville.
Now we're getting shouldn't be a 1-and-1 because it's player control.
Right. And I think the scoreboard operator thought it was, and that's why the score or the timer stopped. I mean, the clock still should be running.
And now on almost turnover, Hetrick has the basketball, though, for Brookville. Hetrick to Krug. Krug back to Hetrick. Hetrick, little layup.
Nice. Hetrick gets into the scoring column tonight.
Reality Holmes to the rim. Block shot by Ryan Gear. Reality is
He's not anxious to get back on defense.
And Ryan Gear lays it up and in. Yeah, Reality wasn't, the reality of having to go back and play defense wasn't part of that there.
He's thinking about that 6-hour trip back tonight.
Three-pointer, no good. Here's Ryan Gear. Ryan Gear off to Jamison Rhodes. Jamison Rhodes is going to take a three, no good. Rebound comes out to McMaster. Gunner. Block shot by Gorman. He said, get that out of my house. Here's Reality Holmes. He misses the dunk.
He's still not coming back on defense.
Here's Gunner McMaster for three. He buries it.
Maybe he could get our pizza we were looking for at halftime when he's still
Tollard to Reality. Reality Holmes gives it off to Gorman. Gorman thought about the three. He'll pull it back. That's going to do it here from Brookville. A fun night in Brookville. 87-58 Vision Academy over Brookville. We'll be back after these messages.
At George Pry Horseman Insurance, we understand the level of commitment required not only in athletics, but in everyday life, and how this commitment leaves little time for finding lower prices on insurance or planning for retirement. That's where we come in, with a full range of tailored insurance and financial service products to make your life simpler. At George Pry Horseman Insurance, we are happy to meet with you at your convenience in your home, at school, or in our offices in Butler or DuBois. We even have video conferencing options. Give us a call at 724-256-5550.
Welcome to the University of Pittsburgh at Bradford. We're not just any university, because you're not just any student. Just think about what you can accomplish in 4 years. No, scratch that. What can't you accomplish? Everything changes when you love where you learn, where the classes are small and the doors are open. It's hard to explain, but once you're here, you'll see. Ready to discover your path? Come love where you learn at Pitt Bradford.
Fran Morelli Sales and Service is a family-owned and operated used car dealership and auto repair facility that has been serving Brockway, Pennsylvania since 1976. At Fran Morelli Sales and Service, we stock a wide variety of used cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. You never have to worry about buying a vehicle from us, with each of our vehicles in our inventory going through a rigorous inspection process to make sure that your vehicle is in the best condition. Call our team of experts today at 814-265-1330 and check us out at franmorelli.com.
Back here in Brookville, it's time for our Tenesta Builder Supply post-game show with locations in Shippensville and Tenesta. Tenesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. TenestaBuilders.us. It's time for our Allegheny Grill of Foxburg Player of the Game. We're here with Vision Academy's Reality Holmes. How many did Reality have, Dave? 19 points for Reality on the night. Reality, first of all, congratulations on the win. I know it was a long trip out here for you guys.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It was.
At halftime, it's a 7-point game. You guys seem to come out with a much better defensive intensity in that second half. Talk about the intensity that you guys brought out in that second half.
When we went downstairs with our coach, he was telling us, like, teams like this, we should be beating by 30 and more. And he was like, if we want to play against top teams, that we should play like this all the time. So when we go out there, we could be prepared for that.
Were they doing anything in that first half that surprised you guys? Were you a little surprised at how easy they were able to get to the rim on you a few times?
Yes, very. I see they had a lot of great offense, but my team didn't realize. But our coach talked to us, and then we got it together, and we realized.
How hard is it to take that 5-hour bus drive, get off the bus in like 20 minutes warm up, and then you play? It probably took a little time to get those legs going too, didn't it?
Definitely, it did. It was a crazy ride.
Well, congratulations. Where do you guys go from here?
We're supposed to be at La Lumiere. That's one of the top teams in the country on Saturday.
So, well, good luck against them, and congratulations on being our Allegheny Grill of Foxburg player of the game, Reality.
I appreciate y'all. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem. That is Reality Homes, our Allegheny Grill of Foxburg player of the game, the Allegheny Grill, where you come for the food and you stay for the view. So, Reality Homes is our player of the game after 19 points. Great performance there by him, and I'm the only one with a headphone right now. We'll hand one off here to Dave so that he can get back on. Folks, I'm still the only one with the headphone. So it'll be time. I'm sorry, folks. I don't mean to laugh. It's actually kind of amusing what's going on here between Dave and Benny trying to get them a headphone. It's time for our Pitt Bradford statistics. Students at Pitt Bradford live and learn on a friendly, inclusive, and welcoming campus where they receive personalized attention and earn the well-respected University of Pittsburgh degree. Apply today at upb.pitt.edu. Pitt Bradford, where students love where they learn.
Yeah, our Allegheny Grill player of the game led Vision Academy with 19 points tonight, along with Marcy Moore with 19 as well. 16 points apiece for Kareem Butler and Quasar Cubis. And Maurice Reese finished with 8 points, 6 points from Makai Tuller, 3 points from Adrian Gorman. For Brookville, they were led tonight by Ian Pete, 9 points. Real solid game from Ian Pete. Hunter Gear with 8. 7 points apiece from Danny Lauer and Ryan Gear. 6 points from Noah Peterson. 4 points from Clayton Cook. 3 points from Garner McMaster. 2 points each from Isaac Hedrick, Jamison Rhodes, and Charlie Krug. And 1 point for Connor Marshall.
Those are your Pitt Bradford statistics. We haven't had Benny tonight yet. He was out at halftime, so we missed our bonus coverage from Benny. But Benny, what a fun game to watch.
That was so exciting. And I was really surprised by Brookville when they were up in the first quarter. Obviously, it was the half-court shot put them up. But, man, they were in the game. And then the second half, when Vision Academy came out, their defense was just smothering. Like, they could not get anything going offensively, and they just took over the game and had a little fun towards the end.
Yeah, it was a fun game to broadcast. And, a game I think at the end, especially in the first half, Brookville can take a lot of good things out of it for them.
And I think, the first half, when it was so competitive in that regard, I think, the goal was maybe to see, hey, maybe we can win this tonight. And then I think in the second half, when Vision Academy came out and really kind of picked up the intensity on the defense, I think Coach Park realized that, this is a great learning game. And we talked about learn from your mistakes. The things we talked about before the game with Coach Pete was we're going to see tonight when we make lazy passes, which we normally might get away with on any other night, it's not going to happen tonight. It's going to go the other way. And we saw that in the second half. So many cross-court passes and turnovers that turned into easy layups for Vision Academy. So it's a great learning experience going into the stretch run here for the Raiders.
So that'll pretty much do it for us here from Brookville. Vision Academy 87, Brookville 58. Dave and I will be back on the air tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, tip-off time from North Clarion High School as the North Clarion girls take on Venango Catholic in a KSAC small school division matchup. Brookville will be back in action tomorrow night right here in this gym where they take on Bradford in a key D9 league match. Although the way it shapes out, it's really only key if Bradford if DuBois would lose another game. Otherwise, next Friday night right here at Brookville High School will be for the D9 league title between DuBois and Brookville. And Dave, you and I will have that game.
Yeah, and you know what? Brookville might have to play, maybe a couple games without Cook. We'll see what his status is after tonight. Probably have some swelling on that foot, that ankle. But the good thing for Brookville is they're deep.
They are deep. There's no question there.
And so it'll give them, an opportunity to maybe play without him before squaring off against Du Bois next Friday night.
Once again, final score, Vision Academy 87, Brookville 58. You've been watching Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School Basketball on D910sports.com. Until next time, Chris Rossetti saying good night for Ben Murtha and Dave Constantino.